Today we're driving Substitute Topher's 2004 Honda Civic Hybrid. This has a 1.3 liter four-cylinder with a hybrid motor kind of integrated into the transmission. This is available with either a CVT, which is what we have, or a 5-speed manual, which is very exciting. Right. Makes 93 horsepower, 105 pound-feet of torque. It is a very, very clean car. Very special, too.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it may be the nicest one left.
Definitely one of the nicest ones. Let's start it up. Listen to the startup. It's completely smooth and silent. The engine just rises to occasion. No starter noise or anything. What does integrated motor assist mean?
So it's kind of similar to what we would think of as a mild hybrid these days. So it's the electric motor in between the engine and the transmission, makes 13 horsepower, and it's more so like an electric supercharger. This is not a hybrid in the way that we think of a hybrid today, where it can run solely on EV mode. It's more so just a power boost, and then it can it has auto stop, so it can shut off when you're at lights and things, and save itself from idling, save you fuel economy that way. But allegedly, it can do 48 miles to the gallon.
Cool.
So this was the thing to have in 2004 to combat the second-gen Prius.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I haven't been in this car yet. It's perfect. Like the buttons, the switchgear, all the just surfaces are so well cared for.
It's unbelievable. I want to meet whoever owned this before me.
Yeah.
I bought it at auction, so I don't know the previous owner. But
sorry, you bought this on Copart.
I did.
Had hit a deer. It's a California car.
Yes. So originally from California, it was there until 2023. Came to Michigan in late 23. They hit a deer in like mid 2024. I bought it in late 24, but it's got no rust on it.
It's amazing.
The rockers usually disintegrate on these 7th gen Civics in Michigan, but this car, the exterior is just about perfect.
What a survivor.
Yeah, it's absolutely wild.
Everything works.
Yep.
Some nice materials in here. Back in the day, this was just cloth, but now it's kind of like suede.
Alcantara.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That's what Tedward and I were saying when we filmed this. It's nuts.
What's this color?
This is opal silver blue. It's a hybrid specific color.
Cool.
So the hybrid also had some other unique exterior bits. These wheels are specific to the hybrid.
Oh, really? Okay. A little bit more aerodynamic, probably. Yep. 14s, 185, 70 are 14s.
Yeah.
On you're very proud of this. You bought a set of Delinte tires.
It was $160 for the set.
Wonderful. All right.
So we'll be testing those out today. From the factory, these came on a set of specially made Dunlop low rolling resistance tires. So we have spoiled that a little bit.
Okay.
But
well,
otherwise,
modern compound. I'm sure they'll do quite well.
Hybrid got this special little spoiler.
Oh, wonderful.
Which I can pop the trunk as well.
Yeah, there's a little, I want to show you guys the trunk popping and hood popping mechanism here. Pull to pop, push to open the fuel filler cap, and then here's your hood pull right there. Do you know the fuel tank capacity
my
here?
100K balloons are still in here.
Oh, that's all right. Congratulations, by the way.
You.
Yeah.
Fuel capacity is 11.88 gallons.
Wow. So you could probably average over 500 miles to a tank of this easily.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But underneath all the balloons, there is actually a spare tire.
Wow.
So it's a compact spare, but you do have one.
Fantastic. Love to see it. More than we can say for the Honda Accord hybrid that we are testing this week.
That's right.
We do want to do a new Civic hybrid versus this Civic hybrid comparison at some point. I figured we just owe this car that video. Yes. Beautiful. It looks very modern.
Yeah.
Takes 0W20 oil. What else can you tell me about this?
So this has some interesting tech where it can upon deceleration run on one cylinder.
Oh, wow.
And things. There's a lot of technical things that Tedward was talking about that I didn't even know.
Yeah, go watch Tedward's video if you want kind of a technical overview of this, because he knows a whole lot more about it than we do. We're just going to do some quick driving impressions here.
He's got the engineer brain.
That's right. Yeah. I can't remember all those facts and figures.
Yeah, but 93 horsepower, 105 pound-feet of torque. The manual car actually got about 10 more pound-feet of torque.
Oh, really?
And this was back in the day when Honda made the Insight, which had a 3-cylinder, but you could also have a manual with that.
Okay.
So Honda was big on the manual transmission hybrid stuff. And I wish this car was a manual, but it's kind of cool to have it with the CVT because you can kind of compare it more apples to apples with modern hybrids.
Sure. Yeah. So, yep. Never driven a manual Insight, or or manual Civic Hybrid either.
Yeah.
This is my first generation Civic Hybrid driving experience.
Yeah, so this was the first ever Civic Hybrid, 7th gen Civic, but as I said a minute ago, this was made to combat the 2nd gen Prius.
Yep.
But what's cool about this is it still looks like a Civic.
Sure,
Like,
that's
you
right.
really can't tell that much
Yes.
that it's a hybrid. So, kind of cool.
Yeah, I just remember back in the day, all of these having like 300,000 or 400,000 miles on them. People just drove them forever.
Check out the back seat.
What does this weigh?
Like 2,700 pounds.
Okay, so it's still pretty light.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, this is great back here. Gosh, man, I'd say this is your cleanest car, except that it isn't.
It's close.
It's pretty close.
There's still like the delivery stickers on the back.
Jeez. Where did they drive 90,000 miles in this thing?
I don't know.
It's just perfect.
Yeah. San Francisco Bay Area is where this lived its whole life.
All right. Well,
so.
just goes to show if you take good care of your car, it can last a long time and be beautiful. That's
right.
And then a deer will jump out of nowhere and ruin everything, but Substitute Topher is to the rescue.
Yes, I saved it.
That's right. Solid door close.
I know, the doors feel nice. Everything. Okay, that's the thing about this car, is these were thought of as kind of throwaway economy cars back 20 years ago, but everything in here actually feels pretty nice. Even this like polyurethane steering wheel is like a nice hard plastic.
Sure.
It feels, I mean, look how well it's held up.
Oh my gosh, it aged beautifully.
Yeah. It's a little cubby.
Little cubby place to put things.
Yeah.
Little single DIN radio there.
Yeah.
Cup holders.
Hybrid was the only Civic that got automatic climate control back in the day.
Okay.
So it helped justify the $21,800 selling MSRP of this car, which in today's money is about 35 grand.
Okay. Cars were expensive back in the day.
They were. People don't realize it.
Yep. I remember in 1995 when my parents paid $24,000 for our base manual Volvo 850.
Holy crap.
Naturally aspirated.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like 60 grand in today's money.
I don't know about that, but it's a lot. Yeah. And then just a few years earlier, our Volvo 240 was like 15 or something. This was 10 grand more, you know?
Yeah.
We got to get use out of that Volvo 850 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, cars from the mid-2000s, from Toyota, from Honda. This was kind of a fantastic era for Japanese imports. And
it was.
The first gen Prius, pretty legendary.
Mm-hmm.
It sparked kind of the whole hybrid revolution. It started a lot, and it's cool to drive the Honda counterpart.
That's right. So you can see there when you came to a stop for a second, it did shut the engine off.
That's right, yep.
Yep.
Came back on. There's a little bit of a vibration at lower revs kind of from
just
start.
The CVT.
That's just the CVT, okay. You could probably do like a CVT flush, and that might smooth it out a little bit.
All of the commenters on my video have recommended that I do that, so
okay,
we'll be doing that eventually.
Brakes feel good.
Yeah.
Any regen from the braking system? I assume so.
Yeah, so you've actually got a little gauge here that shows you when you're charging.
Oh, charge.
And
Okay.
you've got a battery level
assist.
as well.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Wow. We'll get some temperature into this first. You've got battery level. You can see battery assist right there, or motor assist. And then off throttle charge.
Yep.
And then a little bit of charge from braking. Just like a modern hybrid.
Yeah.
Gosh, the visibility is just insane. I just got out of driving my Camaro SS1LE. I feel like I'm on the road. I feel like I'm riding my electric unicycle and there's nothing in front of me.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
This car is similar to an electric unicycle.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's pretty close. But like, it's quiet.
It is quiet.
The engine's quiet.
You get a tack. Chris, you have to just hold on to this forever and put a bunch of miles on it.
I know. I was like, I bought this on Copart, like we said, and I was like, oh, I'll just fix it and flip it. And then it showed up, and I was like, wow, this is like, there's no way another one this nice even exists. And then I posted a video on Topher Drives, and everyone was like, you have to keep it. So I guess we're keeping it. But
yeah,
it's a nice car.
I wish I had room for something like this.
Yeah.
Yep. Something just super efficient that I could take on a road trip, get 50 miles to the gallon in. It doesn't take 93 octane.
Nope.
No, I filled it up the other day for the first time, and it was like $25 to fill the tank, and it was on E. So
That's amazing.
yeah,
It rides nice.
yeah, the ride quality is really good. You got a good amount of sidewall as well.
Rear shocks maybe feel a little bit bouncy, but that's fine.
Yeah,
These 14s are... I miss a good, lightweight, cheap set of 14-inch wheels and tires.
yeah.
Zero rattles, Chris.
I know.
Zero
It's
rattles.
Just nuts.
Yeah. Interiors from this era, from Honda, from Toyota, they were just so tightly screwed together.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, this is a really bad section of road.
This is terrible, and it's
soaking
fine.
it up.
It just doesn't care. And it just feels so normal, too.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really know this is a hybrid. There's not stickers everywhere. There's no graphics on the side. The
Well,
color's a little bit different. Wheels are a little bit different.
I think that's kind of what Honda was trying to do, because when you're driving a Prius, everyone knows that you're like, look at me, I'm saving the planet. But in this car,
That's
you can
right.
be like low-key hybrid.
That's a
back in the day.
very good point.
So,
Yeah.
doing it for yourself, not anybody else.
Still, this coming from California is very fitting.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
All right, we're going wide open throttle here. Exploit all 93 horses.
There you go, up to 60.
That's it. It's not fast. The new Civic Hybrid is quicker than the SI.
The new Civic Hybrid is like actually fast.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like 200 horsepower. But, you know, this gets it done. You have to merge wide open. But
Sure.
once you've got some momentum going, it's fine.
There are no slow cars, Chris. Only slow drivers.
That's right.
That's right. And this is an embodiment.
You can't
of
be a
that.
slow driver in this car.
No, you have to.
You will not survive.
You have to carry speed. It handles okay on the Delinte tires.
It does, yeah. I mean, you can hustle it around some corners. It's pretty fun.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, see how she does.
Brakes feel great. You just feel the sidewalls rolling over.
Yeah.
There is a sport mode for the gearbox. I assume that just kind of keeps the revs around $3,000.
Yeah, it just keeps it
perpetually.
right.
Yep. We'll put it back in the drive.
Yeah, so the CVT is kind of the main weak point for these cars. They usually go out around 150,000 miles.
Okay.
So
I'm sure if you do a fluid change,
Yeah.
that extends their life.
it'll last a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
look at that auto stop. Wow. Silence.
Turn on the air conditioning.
Yep, right there.
Oh,
And
the
it'll
climate.
stay off even with climate on.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll run the AC and everything. Compressor turns on.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
The only other thing that you have to do with these is obviously the hybrid batteries were not made to the same standard that they are today. So
Sure.
they say every 10 years you got to budget putting a battery in it, but the batteries for this car are only like $1,200.
That's not bad.
So you
Stop
have to-
start was so fast.
Yeah,
Just
no,
now.
everything works great. It's pretty wild. Ooh, an
So
IS300.
running costs on this wouldn't be that much.
I don't think so. No,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're budgeting in, is that a sport? That's a
It is.
sport cross. Oh,
Cool.
what a treat. Anyway, yeah, I mean, if you budget in like having to put a battery in it every 10 years for $1,200 plus probably getting someone to put it in, I mean, you're probably going to be like $2,000 into putting a battery in it.
Sure.
But it makes up for it in a lot of other ways.
Yeah. Well, it's just cool for you to have such a survivor.
Yeah, oh, I love Survivors.
Yep.
They're just, like a normal car that no one else cared about, and there's one that's left that's in like showroom condition. There's just something really special about that.
Yeah.
So it's cool to have this car.
Just appreciating this IS300 here. A little ratty, but so rare.
Very cool.
It's about just as quiet or as loud as a new Civic Hybrid in here, I feel like.
I'm glad you said that because
Yeah.
I was about to say that too, and I didn't want to sound crazy.
No,
So.
it seems to be about the same. What are these going for these days?
So if I were to sell this, I'd probably want like $6,500 for it. But you can find them on Facebook Marketplace, rotted out, kind of clapped for like $3,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still holding their value though.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are some nicer examples down south, out
sure,
west.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are some little old lady-owned cars that we don't know about that still exist in garages, but I bet this is one of the 10 nicest ones.
Sure.
Seriously, like,
no, it's fantastic.
it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Any plans? Any modifications?
I don't think so.
4 degrees at negative camber and stanced wheels.
We could go stance nation with
Yeah.
it. Just like over tire and over suspension it.
Dragging frame would be more efficient at speed. Better drag
It would.
coefficient.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
No, you don't need to do anything in this car.
No,
It's fantastic.
standard. James
Yeah,
Bay standard.
standard. Well, it's been a pleasure driving it.
I'm glad you were finally able to.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the last one to kind of experience this. You filmed it, Tedford's filmed it. It's
Haven't
making
filmed
its
it
rounds.
I haven't filmed it for Winding Road yet, so you're not the last.
Okay. Well, I really enjoyed Tedford's video on this.
Yeah.
And you guys can stay updated on Chris's ownership. You need to do a road trip on this and
Absolutely.
get some, long distance fuel economy impressions.
Definitely planning on it.
We'll have to figure out some place to go.
Yeah. And then we'll do a comparo to the new Civic Hybrid.
We need to, yeah.
Yep. We'll show them in Roni when we stop. So, or did we show it yet?
Yeah, briefly.
Okay. It's just like cool to see it. Delivered new to Saramonte Honda in San Francisco.
One owner?
I'm the third owner.
You're the third owner.
But it was one owner till 2023.
Wow, cool.
So, yeah. Came with this little quick start guide as well with like all the shortcuts for everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. Shows you how to use everything.
It's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so smooth. It's easy. This was before there was too much tech, but it was a sweet spot. It's kind of that like nice combination of physical controls and high quality interiors and well developed powertrains that were modern enough and felt well engineered to last.
Mm-hmm.
But before a car felt like it was out of date after, half a generation or a refresh without the latest screens or anything.
No lagging infotainment.
No.
Yeah, I think it's aged pretty well.
It has.
Yeah. People are starting to appreciate the 7th gen Civics a lot more too, because there just aren't many left that are in good shape.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that vibration at lower revs on startup is a little bit disconcerting.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the steering?
I mean, it's just Honda steering from the 2000s. Yeah. Is it electric rack?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my S2000 has an electric steering rack.
Yeah.
They were very forward-thinking with some of these features that have really carried into a lot of modern cars.
Yep.
Okay, well, there's Substitute Topher's Honda Civic Hybrid. Is this a keeper?
I think it's a keeper, at least for the time being.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it pains me to say this, but it might replace the GS400 as like the backup car.
You can't drive this thing in the winter without like getting a rust proof
it'll
or
go
something.
to Crown, yeah. If I drive it in winter, I won't do it without going to Crown.
Yep. Wonderful. All right.
There we go.
It even makes power with AC on.
Yeah.
Probably thanks to the integrated motor assist.
That's right.
Beep, 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 beep. Lovely. Yeah, driving this kind of pains me because it reminds me that, there are S2000s out there with interiors this nice, miles lower, fresher than mine that has been used and abused and well loved. But yeah, it is so cool to get into something like this. That's a bit of a time capsule. We drove a bunch of vintage Hondas from a collection last year.
That's the guy that needs to see this car.
He would buy this,
He might want to
and
buy it.
he would be a good next owner or caretaker of this. It's just such a special car. So Yeah, it's cool stepping back, 20 years and
Yeah.
seeing what cars were like.
Look at this antenna.
Oh my gosh.
Makes it look like an RC.
Yeah, exactly. I bet that's a pretty aerodynamic place for that.
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm
as
sure
opposed to
they-
here or elsewhere.
I'm sure they figured that in.
Yep. And even the standard Civics probably got pretty good fuel economy, didn't
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure the exact number, but
they? They had to have been in the
in the 30s. I'm
30s
sure.
or
High 30s.
low 40s.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Go check out Chris's channel at Topher Drives. Congrats on 100,000.
Thank you.
Yeah, go check out his video where you drive all your cars in the same
Yeah,
video.
that's coming out soon.
Yeah, yeah. That'll probably be out before this goes out.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
yeah. All right. They even had the little green outline on the hybrid
I
logo
know.
too.
Yeah. It's pretty much your only way. I mean, there's the badge, the spoiler, the wheels, the front bumper, and the grille.
Yeah.
And the mirrors. The mirrors are unique as well,
Okay.
which was a bit of an issue because I had to replace the passenger mirror.
That's right. You had to find
Man.
it specifically.
This is a hybrid specific mirror, and it was like 5 times the price of a regular Civic mirror. So
Regular Civic mirror, $12. This is like what?
80.
80. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Paint turned out well. It seems to be well color matched.
yeah, so we put a fender on it, we put a mirror on it, we put a door on it.
Okay.
So
And there's just a little bit of a ding right
Yep.
here, but
from the deer's
yeah.
foot or something.
You might even be able to get that PDR'd. Who
I
knows?
think we could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah. Little hoof mark.
Hoof mark. Helps tell the story.
That's right. Cute toot.
Yeah.